Oh my god, dude.
You need to go back. It's not your time yet.
Please, let me stay. Let me stay. Please, let me
Oh
stay.
my god, just let me fucking in.
I'm begging you. Let me stay here. I don't want to go back. Let me stay. Please.
I'll guide you. You'll be okay. You need to understand. It's not your time yet. You can't stay here for long. You need to go. I'll be with you. At all times I will be with you.
Please. Please, no. Don't send me back. Please. Please don't send me back.
The fuck?
It's so beautiful. So relieving. So peaceful to finally be here and talk to you. I don't want to go back. This is all I could ever ask for. I'll do anything. I'll do anything just to stay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. New findings just hit, and it was the most god-awful release of the entire century. But Tinion'S finale releases. That's all that's important. Because Tinion'S finale is quite long. So, we have the stream here. This is just an intermission stream, and probably gonna stream Tinion'S finale in here too, alongside the watch party, just to YouTube, to help shred it out more before the official video is released. So, how do we start this? Well, I kind of need to re-record some vocals for a song, because one of my vocalists didn't finish it yet, so I'm gonna make just a replacement. Just replacement vocals for it. So, this is very exciting. We're just gonna do things in the meantime and hopefully finish it up. So I guess it's a sneak peek, I don't know. Let's see if I can still pull this off somehow. With enough filters, I will pull this off. Tinion'S finale releases in 1 hour from now.
faraway land, there stood a place older than time. They called it the Kush Town, a city full of narcotics and crime. It was run by the gangs. Their power and corruption would excel. They burnt and stole all that was there. You could say it was the closest thing to hell. The trees and vines are hanging low in the forever busy streets. The market's full of businessmen, addicts and whores who still got cum all on their sheets. Flames and fog will fill the air. The locals acted as they pleased, so you can likely understand why such a place remained diseased. But out of such an untamed land, there grew a man hidden from light. It was nothing like him. He saw a future that was right. The man would gather all his people. He was preparing for a war. 700 soldiers was under his command. They weren't washing anymore. Their weapons holstered to their waists as they were traveling the doom. Through many nights they slept in tents, then carried in the afternoon. And after weeks of sweat and tears, they saw a murky cloud at night. The smell of smoke was getting strong. Oh, they were ready for the fight. Led by their instinct and their pride, the soldiers massacred the town as all the citizens would scream and shout. They burnt the trees and houses down, but on a pile of eaten corpses saw a new perspective to the debate. So the leader stood and thought, was this truly a moral fate?
Okay. If they're not good, I'll just wait for the vocalist. Damn, that's too loud.
In a faraway land, there stood a place older than time. They called it the Kush Town, a city full of narcotics and crime. It was run by the gangs. Their power and corruption would excel. They burnt and stole all that was there. You could say it was the closest thing to hell. The trees and vines are hanging low in the forever busy streets. The market's full of businessmen, addicts and whores who still got cum all on their sheets. Flames and fog will fill the air.
The locals acted as they pleased, so you can likely understand why such a place remained diseased. Hurts my neck.
It's actually not that bad for a song like this.
But out of such an untamed land, there grew a man hidden from light. He was nothing like them. He saw a future that was right. The men would gather all his people. He was preparing for a war. 700 soldiers rose under his command. They weren't washing anymore. Their weapons holstered to their waist as they were traveling the dunes. Through many nights they sleep in tents, then carried in the afternoons. And after weeks of sweat and tear, they saw a murky cloud at night. Through many nights they
I kind of need to re-record a line or two just because I said something.
then carried in the afternoons. Their weapons holstered to their waist as they were traveling the dunes. Through many nights they slept in tents, then carried in the afternoons. And after weeks of sweat and tears, they saw a murky cloud at night. The smell of smoke was getting stronger. Oh, they were ready for the fight.
Okay, there. Occasionally louder.
Many nights they slept in tents and carried in the afternoons. And after weeks of sweat and tears, they saw a murky cloud at night. The smell of smoke was getting stronger. Oh, they were ready for the fight.
Really not that bad, huh?
Led by their instinct and their pride, the soldiers massacred the town as all the citizens would scream and shout. They burned the trees and houses down, but on a pile of wooden corpses, he saw a new perspective to debate. So the leader stood and thought. He saw a new perspective to debate. So the leader stood and thought, was this truly a moral fate? Moral fate.
Okay. Too good. Let's just extend this. Okay, what do I do now? I know. How else would I read this? By not looking at the chat. No, I want to have a segment from Goodbye Dear Island, just for no fucking reason.
Jasmine, the mainstream pop
Night
writer.
Sparta, you're now on YouTube stream. Please don't say anything that will get me banned off of YouTube.
Wait,
Hey.
we're on a YouTube live stream.
Yes.
Hello, Burp. If you're watching this, what's up?
There's only one viewer, and that's Atomic.
Taco Bell sucks.
It's a sad world. No one likes. Oh wait, I just realized 45 minutes remain. No, I'm gonna go in my server's VC. Go there. I'm probably not gonna stream just 'cause I'm already streaming. Orca at Night Sparta.
Cards, dude.
This is how I write songs. Letter from Barsley. Just to chop parsley. Parsley.
What are you doing?
Writing, finishing up Tinion'S finale like completely. Weather from Barnsley. Used to chop parsley. Immigrants from what's it called? Oops. Let's hope Dakota doesn't see that I might have accidentally leaked something for its game. Weather from Barnsley. Used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Palmer. Cooks. Palmer. Better. What's it called again? Immigrants from Palmer. Well, I said it in Orca server. Pran and Lulin. Immigrants from Bulmer, Pran and Lulin.
Mike, can your stream hear us?
Yes, aiming sharply.
Hi.
I think probably they're the only viewers Atomic, dude.
Dude, that's kind of sad, you know.
From Bulmer, Pran and Lulin. Aiming sharply. Yeah, because we didn't start yet. I think. I mean, I can only hope.
Mike, stream hear us?
Yup.
Hello. Hello, Spring Cola.
Yup.
Winner.
From Bulmer, Pran and Lulin. Aiming sharply. Substitute. Battlefield. Fight for freedom.
Why is Dakota DMing you?
I don't know. Send him to the battlefield to leave to fight for some freedom.
Oh yeah. Wait. I made a funny discovery today.
Uh-huh.
While I was with Spring Cola, I remember that this lady that knows about Worst Chicken told me that if you change the data, if you change the data of like Worst Chicken, you know how you go to MF applications.
Uh-huh.
I never thought that you had to change it to night 6 in order to beat the game officially, I guess.
Real tribe
did.
shit.
And I beat night 6, and I found out that cat is not named Cuddles.
Oops. Well,
Actually, Sleepy.
what the fuck do we do?
Just change the name. That's all.
What's the cat named? Onelas.
So apparently the white one is Cuddles. Tabby, Sleepy the Tabby is the orange one that that I like. Everyone else is correct though. Alright, yeah. I just had mixed up with Cuddles and Sleepy.
Okay. I think I got
It's kind of the game's fault.
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, Luna, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly. Okay. Randomized segment.
Weather from Barnsley used to chop
Parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, Luna, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
It's kind of dumb how the game tricks you into thinking that Cuddles the cat is the cat.
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, Luna, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
Who the fuck is Soul Stealer?
A member of the server.
Why is he making himself ban?
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, Luna, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
Who joined?
Partly.
It's Judah.
Judah.
It's God is awesome.
You're the guy that
Weather
sung,
from
You're the guy that sung. Oh, wait a
Partly.
second. Wait, I know you. Why'd you break your microphone?
Weather.
Now I need to record. Can I record while doing this? Add application audio capture. If I do,
GC just randomly
and if I
disconnected.
get this. It's a
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar, Brennan, Luna, aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
I'm now going to record some stuff because this is sadly how I do it. It crashes whenever I export. So it's gonna be just playing the song's vocals. So yeah.
Faraway land. In a faraway land. Oh, fuck. There stood a place older than time. Land. In a faraway land. There stood a place older than time. They called it the Kush Town, a city full of narcotics and crime. It was run by the gangs. Their power and corruption would excel. They burnt and stole all that was there. You could say it was the closest thing to hell. The trees and vines are hanging low. In the forever busy streets, the market's full of businessmen, addicts, and whores who still got cum all on their sheets. Flames and fog will fill the air. The locals acted as they pleased, so you can likely understand why such a place remained diseased. But out of such an untamed land, there grew a man hidden from light. He was nothing like them. He saw a future that was right. The man would gather all his people. He was preparing for a war. 700 soldiers rose under his command. They weren't washing anymore. Their weapons holstered to their waist as they were traveling the dunes. Through many nights they slept in tents and carried in the afternoons. And after weeks of sweat and tears, they saw a murky cloud at night. The smell of smoke was getting stronger. Oh, they were ready for the fight. Led by their instinct and their pride, the soldiers massacred the town as all the citizens would scream and shout. They burned the trees and houses down, but on a pile of wheaten corpses, he saw a new perspective to debate. And so the leader stood and thought, was this truly a moral fate?
Finally, done recording the vocals like that. That's all. Let's go to FL Studio. So now we just need to stitch vocals together, like I always do. So I need to grab my most recent recorded video. It's very sad how I do it, but simply the reality of things. This poor dad is a love. New Kushtown lol 2. So this is for the ending, because jeez, that's kind of long.
Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Weather from Barnsley used to chop parsley. Immigrants from Bolmar praying and living and aiming sharply. Send them to the battlefield to fight for some freedom. And the moment that you're done, only dominate partly.
Probably mentioned Barnsley in this, and okay, so.
Faraway land, there stood a place altered in time. They called it the Kush Town, a city full of narcotics and crime. It was run by the gangs. Their power and corruption would excel. They burnt and stole all that was there. You could say it was the closest thing to hell. The trees and vines are hanging low in the forever busy streets. The market's full of businessmen, addicts, and whores. Truly immoral fate. But was this truly immoral fate? Led by her instinct and her pride, the soldiers massacred the town as all the citizens would scream and shout. They burned the trees and houses down, but on a pile of wheat and corpses.
Okay, very disgusting. Good, I love it. It's replacement vocals until that guy can do the vocals. So that's the new Kush down. Horrendous. And I will format that on this for no reason. Please don't leak that. Okay. Oh, 2. This album is kind of long. Then I need to put it on the full file. It's gotten a little bit longer.
Only dominate partly.
Okay. It's an interesting transition. You listen to New Findings. Okay. New New findings. New findings. New findings. New findings. That it's very experimental. Okay, I need to... I think I'm done. How much time do I have? I have half an hour. Is that enough time to mix a track better? Because the track is done. I can just on the same file even. No, it's not worth it. One track with a little bit of shitty mixing is okay. That's okay. Album's done, I think. Only way to see that it's truly correct is to see if is correct. And the last day. Yeah, that's correct. The ending of impression. Very nice. Okay. A cool album is done. I need to. I finished. Okay. It's kind of weird that I finished this and now there's nothing left to do. I'll still try. I need to try it. I need to try it. Can I? Okay, the challenge is, can I re-record a song? Just one part of a song.
You want to do that?
Can I do that? I don't know. Let's try it. Just because I really shittily mixed it for some reason. It really bugs me. I really want to do this. Okay. For no reason. If it works, I'm thankful. I'll do as much as I can in one take and then start like multi-layer, whatever the fuck it's called. Deep in the jungle, hidden by the trees and the giant's funnel, there's an opening in a cave in the middle of the moon. That's our first. A little delayed. In the war, they were kicked to the sides of the constructed. Cave in the middle, the wild hidden bunker away deep beneath the rocks. Mild is Tinion'S Island, where the Tinion'S hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the sides of the constructed underground shelter. Cave in the middle, the wild hidden bunker away deep beneath the rocks. Mild is Tinion'S Island, where the Tinion'S hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the sides of the constructed. Fuck. Away deep beneath the rocks. Mild is Tinion'S Island, where the Tinion'S hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the sides of the constructed underground shelter and plan how to spread out the gold and recapture the land. The tunnels underwater through the storms under power together and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. It was all the advance. I don't have any more air. After losing, it has this weird delay. Where the Tinion'S hide. After losing the war, they were kicked. So I guess I'll restart it at kicked. How much time? I got 20 minutes. That's more than enough. War, they were kicked to the size of. Notice it's almost losing the war. They were kicked to the size of. They constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread underground. Land. They dug the tunnels underwater through the stones under power together and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. There was all the advanced their technology were selling all the parties were. Recaptured her land. They dug the tunnels underwater through the stones under power together and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. There was all the advanced their technology were selling all the parties were. Their labs started making the greatest way to manufacture drugs that were physical. Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have written that. On expanding, there was all the advanced their technology excelling while the progress would enhance. I'm gonna redo that. Deserves it. Recaptured her land. They dug the tunnels underwater through the stones under power together and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. There was all the advanced their technology excelling while the progress would enhance. The labs started making the great first they manufactured. I'll stop right there. Can we power together as they kept on expanding. There was and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. There was all the advanced their technology excelling while the. You can kind of hear that, so I'm gonna do the advanced, like right there. Together and explode the unknowns as they kept on expanding. There was all the advanced their technology excelling while the progress would enhance. So they built up a lab, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfill their
technology excelling while the progress would enhance. So they built up a lab, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfillment. Fulfillment by the... What if I just say fulfillment? And so they built up a lab, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfillment. Once again, fight the genius, they would be wiped out there. Come up with no other means. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. The war that occurred after the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time, they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to... Pausing right there. Manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfillment, but they... Fulfillment, right at the ment of fulfillment. But they knew that if you tried to guns, got them tested to fulfillment, but they knew that if you tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no one. Yes, they've been debating for the time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. A war that occurred after the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to... Evolution, a war that occurred after the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to... Some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well. And if you try to fight back, they'd be dug up in shell. Rage of feelings we now live left in the gutter with nothing to do, but they never try to get into an answer. Developing ideas for the shotgun of version. If anything is a help to sacrifice the repetition. Actually, I think the old part's better with this anyways. I just need a mix. Well, I'll need to re-record that because evolution that occurred after the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent creature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well. And if they try to fight back, they'd be dug up in shell. There's 7 minutes bitter, filled with rage, your feelings we now wither, left in the gutter with nothing to do, but they never try to clean out their own answers. They keep developing ideas from the shotgun operation. If anything, they have to sacrifice the reputation. I'll just cut it off and have it this part, and see what I can do with the old one. Surprisingly fast. Oh yeah, you actually got exactly what yeah, that's basically the entire thing with Tinion'S theme does. It's like it's a genuine... If you look into the singles tracks, you can see that there is something definitely building up there, especially with the descriptions. It's more so like there's a story behind it, but it's just like people who almost don't take it seriously. Sometimes they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century. That is very cut in. Oh, hold on. What about this? For some time they've been making creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent feature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well. And if they try to fight back, they would be... Oh. The resentment is bitter, filled with rage, feelings without wither. Dug under shell. If they try to fight back, they would be dug under shell. The resentment is bitter, filled with rage, feelings without wither. Left in the gutter, with nothing to do, but they never try to get up to an answer. So developing ideas from... Let me just add the filter and add the old version and I'm done. I don't have any more fucking time. That took like 5 minutes. Wait, that's not even... Jinnerman is a biological creature. Jinnerman is a biological creature, biological experiment by Cloak and Dagger, which is the song I'm recording right now. Deep in the jungle, hidden by the trees and the giant's fungal, there's an opening in the cave in the middle of the wild, hidden bunker awaits deep beneath the wildest Irinia island where the Irinians hide. After losing the war, they were kicked. They constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread undergrow and then reward. They were kicked to the side, so they constructed an underground shelter, planned how to spread undergrow and then recaptured their land. They dug up the tunnels, joined their power together and explored the unknown. After losing the war, they were kicked where the Irinians hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the side, so they constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread undergrow and then recaptured their land. They dug up the tunnels underwater through the stones hide. After losing the war, they were Irinians hide. After losing the war, they were... Let's try like a smoother transition method. After losing the war, they were kicked. After losing the war, they were kicked to the side. So they constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread underground, then recaptured their land. They dug up the tunnels underwater through the stones, joined their power together and explored the unknowns. As they kept on expanding, they were slowly advanced, their technology excelling while their progress would enhance. So they built up labs, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfill them, but they knew that if they tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for the time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost
I'm gonna do something for debating for some time.
tested to fulfill them, but they knew that if they tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for the time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. A word
Then later, where's time?
that occurred. Time they couldn't find a
Right there.
with no other minion. With no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was
And write its solution.
the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for earth and left with no other minions.
That's different.
The earth and left with no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. A war that occurred due to the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time, they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent feature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well. And if they try to fight back, they would be dug out their shell.
Okay. And then I'm gonna slot in like the old, not really old version. There it is.
The earth and left with no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. A war that occurred due to the race and evolution. So
Can I please zoom in without this literally crashing my fucking Firefox? Thank you so much. Right there.
their resentment is bitter. If they try to fight back, they would be dug out their shell. Their resentment is bitter, filled up with rage, your feelings will not wither. Left in the gutter, with nothing to do, but they never try to quit until an answer is until you keep developing ideas, finish up an operation, even if it means they have to
1.21 driver, that's good. We'll add more to like the grittiness of its greediness. So greedy.
As they kept on expanding, they would slowly advance, their technology excelling while their progress would enhance. So they built up labs, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfill, but they knew that if they tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution, a war that occurred due to the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent feature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well, and if they try to fight back, they would be dug out their shell. Their resentment is bitter, filled up with rage, your feelings will not wither. Left in the gutter, with nothing to do, but they never try to quit until an answer is until you keep developing ideas, finish up an operation, even if it means they have to sacrifice their reputation or the life of a creature. Ain't no reason to stop, so they'll keep fighting with the hope that they will come out on top. Shave me a mirror.
Okay, that's good. And I need that exported, so as usual.
Deep in the jungle, hidden by the trees and the giant's fungal, there's an opening in the cave in the middle, the wild hidden bunker awaits. Deep beneath the rocks piled is Tinion'S Island, where the Tinion'S hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the side, so they constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread underground, then recapture their land. They dug up the tunnels underwater through the stone, joined their power together, and explored the unknowns. As they kept on expanding, they would slowly advance, their technology excelling while their progress would enhance. So they built up labs, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfill, but they knew that if they tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution, a war that occurred due to the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent feature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well, and if they try to fight back, they would be dug out their shell.
And thanks to that hard pause, I'm now going to need to do a little extra work. It's an incredible and awesome cycle. So I'm gonna need to move Cloak and Dagger now as well. Put this in extra. Name it Cloak and Dagger Old Vocals. Because it's technically old. Pull out video. Love. Cloak and Dagger new vocals. Dude, I don't have time. Please don't open Roblox Studio. I do not want to load this in right now. You stupid bitch. Then there it is. Perfect.
With the hope that they will. Their resentment is bitter.
That's ironically exactly where I need it. Like this.
Their resentment is bitter, filled up with rage. You're in the cave in the middle. Deep in the jungle, hidden by the trees and the giant's fungal. There's an opening in the cave in the middle. The wild, hidden bunker awaits deep beneath the rocks piled. It's Tinion'S Island where the Iranians hide. After losing the war, they were kicked to the side. So they constructed an underground shelter and planned how to spread underground and then recapture their land. They dug up the tunnels underwater through the stone, joined their power together and explored the unknowns. As they kept on expanding, they were slowly advanced. Their technology excelling while their progress would enhance. So they built up a lab, started making equipment. First they manufactured guns, got them tested to fulfill, but they knew that if they tried to once again fight the genius, they would be wiped off the earth and left with no other minions. Debating for some time, they couldn't find a solution. It was almost impossible to cause a revolution. A war that occurred through the race and evolution. So they kept on discussing, trying to reach a conclusion. For some time they've been making biological creatures, but it's gonna take a century to reach excellent feature. Maybe some sort of nuke that would destroy them as well. And if they try to fight back, they would be dug out their shell. Their resentment is bitter, filled up with rage. Your feelings will not wither.
Okay, it's good. Export as a WAV file. Put this in songs. This is Cloak and Dagger. Okay. I'm gonna ping everyone. Can you stop fucking leaking my album? This program sucks. Okay, at everyone. Tinion'S finale event begins. Join. Join now. It's a command.
My name is Tinion, and I'm about to finale.
Same.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I am streaming.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm going to stream the listening party to YouTube just because it's not going to be released on YouTube until tomorrow. So it's going to be like streamed. This is track 3. Beautiful. Now I need to make new singles. Like new single videos. So let me add both of these. Stop. It's not okay. It's not okay to do to people. The targeted harassment is genuine. This editing software. Okay, maybe. Okay. Thankfully, did not stream that folder for too long. So, Orca, do you remember the deluxe edition of Tinion'S finale? The cover of the deluxe edition?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I may have accidentally streamed a small icon of it for a second.
Hardly.
Oops.
I think you know, Atomic. Kushtown, brand new from the Islands. I can't believe it. Nobody's joining.
I joined.
No, like 20 people registering for the event. Ain't nobody there.
You really think that Minion Alex? Ford
No,
would
I
be
know
here?
he won't. I know he won't
He's
join.
off-
He's not here. No, he's like going to be on vacation.
Oh. Minion. I can't finish this sentence.
Yup. What do, It's good. And cloak and dagger, brand new from the shelves. Okay, let's make a cool little scene. Media source. Loop. Let's add like a... I don't fucking know. Had like a video of something. There it is, yeah, this. Wow, so cool.
What was that goofy transition bite?
I don't know. Trying to think what images I could add to this. So we have this little thing here. Oh yeah, I could add the byte guy. Text. Starting soon. Okay. We just check Tinion'S finale full.
Immigrants from Baltimore, praying and living and aiming sharply.
They kept on expanding, they was slowly advanced, their technology excelling while their progress would enhance. So they
Bite.
What?
Bite jump scared me.
Oh.
Starting soon. Starting soon.
Okay, let's see. Can I make the player an external window? Player. View, maybe? Windows or no window? Maybe, oh yeah, there's a player mode for this, but it's kind of lame. I mean, if I close absolutely everything, including the timeline, maybe it's gonna work. I have, oh fuck, I have 2 minutes. Let me just Google this. How to pop out player on shotcut. External monitor. No. Under settings, external monitor. Player. Nope. Well, I wonder if there's any way to crop this thing. Let's do application view. Window capture. This. Yeah, exactly that. How are you capturing my entire window? filters. Overlay. Why does it show like that? I have no idea. Game capture. Okay, I see. It's working. It's working. It's twerking. It's twerking. There you go. Okay, it's getting somewhere. Then I need to pull this up. Start virtual camera. Then I want to do image mask. There you go. Chroma key. There you go. It's working. This color. That's like this. Yes, I'm a genius. I'm literally a genius. Okay. I think we're ready to start. Let's see. Let's do a little countdown just for good measure. Only 4 people here in the Discord call.
Hello, chat. My name is Silly Billy.
You will now
And
be
I'm just-
muted. Okay. We're muting all audio and we're gonna put on the stream. Application audio capture. I want it to be a shotgun. Okay. It works. It works. A very low budget. That was good. Okay. I'm a budgeted man.
pushed down. A city full of narcotics and crime. It was run by the gangs. Their power and corruption would excel. They burnt and stole all that was there. You could say it was the closest thing to hell. The trees and vines are hanging low in the forever busy streets. The rocket's full of businessmen, addicts, and whores who still got cum all on their sheets. Flames and fog will fill the air. The locals acted as they pleased, so you can likely understand why such a place remained diseased.